Are you wondering where the most beautiful destinations in Australia could be for living, picnics, or vacations? Considering that Australia is the largest island in the world and the oldest, flattest, and smallest continent, it is situated between the Pacific and Indian Oceans, giving visitors plenty of room to travel around while also offering a wide variety of attractions. There is plenty of motivation to embark on a walkabout trip, whether it is learning about the traditional way of life of the country's indigenous people, while lounging on a sun-kissed beach, or having a wild time in a popular city nightclub. Every tourist in Australia will find something unique to enjoy. Here are the top 10 most beautiful destinations in Australia. So hi and welcome to this channel. Kindly like this video and subscribe to this channel. Let's get into it. Number 10. Cairns. Cairns, in the northwest of the country, is one of Australia's most well-liked tourist destinations because of its tropical temperature, laid-back atmosphere, and closeness to the Great Barrier Reef. Few coastal locations provide more wildlife diversity and travel and adventure choices than lovely Cairns, a provincial yet elegant city with a population of over 150,000. Get away from the city and discover the wet tropics, which are classified as a World Heritage Site. One can easily go to the famed Curtin Tree Fig or take a longer journey to Nandroya Falls to chill off. This area is so large that it makes up 0.12% of Australia. Number 9. Adelaide. Adelaide, a tranquil city with a laid-back vibe. The city of churches. Adelaide is known as the City of Churches. Adelaide's quiet streets are lined with bars, making it a surprisingly fun place to go out. There are plenty of nice parks and green spaces for visitors to enjoy, and the area is surrounded by verdant land that is ideal for growing vineyards. The streets of Adelaide practically throng with award-winning eateries serving you distinctive, mouth-watering flavors. Unfasten your belt, then take a seat in one of Adelaide's top eateries. Adelaide punches far beyond its weight when it comes to serving up the best. Adelaide is a gateway to some of Australia's best wine in the country and is home to Australia's official best restaurant, hotel, wine, gin, and beach. Try some of the refreshing wines before you continue your travels. Number 8. Tasmania. Despite being cut off from the rest of the nation, the island state of Tasmania is still one of the best places to visit in Australia. Nearly half of its land is protected, as the government works to protect the region's natural resources, which include barren wilderness and alpine plateaus dotted with gorgeous white beaches, waterfalls, and forests. Its terrain is fascinating to explore. It is equally rewarding to take a boat excursion along its rocky coast, and you may even encounter dolphins, penguins, and seals along the route. Visit the improbably gorgeous island state of Tasmania to reacquaint yourself with the natural world, wildlife, and your sense of taste. Tasmania has exceptional food and drink options, compelling natural beauty, and a broad range of cultural events. Experience a full sense of Tasmania by sampling its fresh apple cider, cheeses, wine, and oysters. Its powder white beaches and casual luxury will also help you relax. Number 7. Perth. Situated on the southwest coast of Australia, Perth, the capital of Western Australia and the fourth largest city in the nation, is cut off from other significant Australian cities. Perth has grown to be a distinctively young city. Perth is almost always sunny, and its beautiful beaches are ideal for lounging and relaxing away from the beach. There are also plenty of outdoor activities for you to enjoy, as well as a wide selection of bars, cafes, and restaurants. Isolated Perth is the ideal getaway from the rest of the West. In Perth, where soft sand beaches and beautiful parks converge with a bustling metropolis of quaint pubs, inventive eateries, and carefully managed street art, embrace the best of both worlds. Perth, Australia's metropolitan oasis, is tucked away amid Western Australia's immense wilderness, which is why the residents adore it. You may unwind on the peaceful white sand beaches, as well as immerse yourself in the vibrant art galleries, storied neighborhoods, and exciting events in this location. There are lovely local wineries and unusual animals not far from Perth. Number 6. Brisbane. Brisbane is a well-liked tourist attraction. It is a vibrant, dynamic city that enjoys year-round sunshine and is located in the Sunshine State. Many tourists stop here en route to the fantastic resorts and beaches that are located to its north and south. The city is situated along the Brisbane River, and thanks to its fantastic climate, outdoor activities are very popular here. Brisbane's thriving music industry has elevated it to the status of one of the world's music capitals, and the city is home home to several venues where you can catch a fantastic performance. Brisbane is a well-liked vacation spot. South Bank Parklands, the City Botanic Gardens, King George Square and City Hall, the Story Bridge, the Mount Coot-tha Botanic Gardens and Lookout, and the Lone Pine Koala Sanctuary are just a few of the major sites and attractions. Number 5. National Park Kakadu. Over 5,000 ancient rock art sites can be found in Kakadu National Park, which has been inhabited by Aboriginal people for over 40,000 years. The park is enormous and has some beautiful natural features, making it well worth a visit with varied ecosystems included within the park's boundaries. It is a location of immense cultural and environmental value. You might be soaking in waterfalls and pools one moment while on a hike over deserted sandstone escarpments the next, before later learning about some of the prehistoric rock art. The greatest varieties of ecosystems on the Australian continent are preserved in Kakadu, the largest national park in Australia and one of the biggest in the tropics. These ecosystems include extensive areas of savanna woodlands, open forests, floodplains, mangroves, tidal mudflats, coastal areas, and monsoon forests. Number 4. Melbourne. There is always something to see or do in Melbourne, the country's second largest city, which is a hip cosmopolitan city that many consider being Australia's capital of culture. Due to its high quality of life, visitors from all over the world have flocked to the streets, and its multicultural population is reflected in the delectable cuisine on offer and the distinctive fashion that is available. Melbourne is well known for being one of the most livable cities in the world. Although the city is often referred to as the sporting capital of the world, it is also well known for its bayside location, excellent coffee, varied culture, and graffiti-covered alleyways. Everybody may find something to enjoy in this cosmopolitan Australian city. Number 3. The Great Barrier Reef, which is the world's largest coral reef system. With 900 islands dotting this massive ecosystem, the Great Barrier Reef is just enormous, reaching for more than 1,400 miles and being stunningly visible from space. The finest ways to enjoy the rich underwater world are by snorkeling and scuba diving, although boat tours, kayaking, and even helicopter rides provide another perspective of the reef's enormous size. A memorable experience is softly cruising over the ideal turquoise waters, passing dolphins, sea turtles, and the reef itself that is visible below the wave. On the Great Barrier Reef, the largest living thing on Earth that can be seen from space, there is an experience waiting for you, whether it's snorkeling through coral gardens, flying over the endless blue, or sailing to tropical islands. On this renowned natural wonder, explore by boat, snorkel, kayak, helicopter, or by learning to dive while taking in the salty air. Spend a night on a pontoon that is moored and spend the night under the stars on the outer reef for a more prolonged and intimate experience. Number 2. The world's Uluru Kata Tjuta National Park. The enormous rock known as Uluru, which is fiery red and one of Australia's most notable features, is what makes the national park such a well-liked tourist destination. Owned by the Anangu Aboriginal people, the place is of enormous spiritual significance to them. You can learn more about their way of life at the Cultural Centre. The equally fascinating rock formations of Kata Tjuta are lovely to roam around, and there are loads of things to enjoy. Number 1. Sydney. Sydney is a wonderful city with a lot to offer. It is both a modern metropolis and one with a rich history. Sydney is known for its picturesque harbour. For thousands of years, the area's first residents lived along its shore. Nowadays, ferries take tourists on cruises under the famous Sydney Harbour Bridge and pass when visiting Sydney. Be sure to check out the famed Sydney Opera House and Bondi Beach. There are also several fantastic national parks nearby for both tourists and locals to enjoy, as well as some fascinating and informative historical sites. Well, there you have it. Thank you for staying through to the end with us. We would love feedback from you, so kindly drop a comment for us in the comment section below. Kindly like this video and subscribe also. Till we see in the next video. Bye.